All right, earlier today, police arrested suspended ANC member Carl Niehaus outside the Escort Correctional Facility in KwaZulu-Natal, where former President Jacob Zuma is being held. That happened whilst he was being interviewed by my colleague Jadely Paulser. Let's speak to Jadely Paulser now. She is at a local police station. So, Jadely, that was quite a moment. An officer came over while he was talking to you and said, "That's enough now," and he was marched off. Do we know any further details, like what he's been charged for?
Good evening to you, Francis, and to the viewers once again. We are coming to you from a police station here in Escort, where I'm told that Carl Niehaus, suspended ANC member, is still inside there. Just behind us, just behind my colleague Nomhle Mgubane, there are still some supporters in and around this area waiting for him to come out. It's not yet confirmed whether he has, signed an admission of guilt or a fine for contravening the COVID-19 regulations, the lockdown regulations. There's also been a statement that was released by Brigadier Vish Naidu, which said that a 61-year-old man was arrested in Escort, not naming Carl Niehaus, but alluding to the fact that he was arrested because of contravention of the COVID-19 regulations and with regards to the adjusted 4-level lockdown. So we are coming from the police station, where I'm told he's still inside. He is still some of his supporters, some of his the members of the ANC who accompanied him from Nkandla all the way to Escort to rally behind and throw their support behind former President Jacob Zuma, are still around awaiting him to be released. Not yet confirmed whether he has just received a fine, a slap on the wrist, and released, or whether he'll remain here until the morning. Francis.
All right, thank you for following that for us. There's another outstanding issue, which is the pictures that went that were passed around on social media of the former President Jacob Zuma being processed into the Correctional Services facility, and it's unlawful to take such pictures without the permission of any inmate or prisoner. What's happened there?
Well, Francis, this afternoon there was a statement released by the Justice Minister, Ronald Lamola, stating and lambasting anyone that is showing those photographs of former President Jacob Zuma in prison with a correctional facility staff member. He looked very morose as he was being attended to. It looked like it was in the hospital side, the hospital wing of the facility. And these photos subsequently made its way to Twitter and to Facebook. Several people have been retweeting and sharing these photographs of former President Jacob Zuma. But we saw the Justice Minister coming out there saying that it's unlawful. It is not allowed at all. Even the media, we were not allowed to share those photographs, or SABC editorial. Also, management took a decision to not share any of those photographs of former President Jacob Zuma. It's in violation of his rights. And also, we saw that statement also citing that anyone, any inmate at a correctional facility has rights. We can simply not allow any photographs to surface of them without their permission. Now, I must say that we do not know if former President Jacob Zuma was privy to this information, or whether he knew that these photographs would be released to the media and to the general public. That remains to be seen. But the Justice Minister there, Ronald Lamola, saying that people should stop and refrain from circulating these photographs of the former president.
Finally, Jadely, we saw incredible scenes outside in Nkandla, a huge gathering of Jacob Zuma supporters, his son saying he would die rather than see him arrested. You said there are some people around right now, but can we say that basically the crowds have dissipated, the gatherings, now that the former president is in jail, those people have gone to their homes. There's not much happening at any point, at any venue in KwaZulu-Natal tonight.
Well, Francis, one needs to also take into account that with the support that the former president has received and enjoyed from Nkandla all the way here to Escort, we will obviously see those crowds diminish. We know that the Minister of Police, Becky Cele, has sent out a stern warning to anyone that breaks the COVID-19 regulations and citing that they will be dealt with. And we saw this today, this afternoon, with the arrest of Carl Niehaus. So I suppose that there is still a stronghold. There are some supporters that are lurking, but with regards to gatherings, we haven't seen very large gatherings other than the one that was happening today. It has slightly diminished. Watching Simpiwe Makanya's crossings also in Nkandla, he's also reiterated that those crowds outside the former president's homesteads have slowly dissipated. But I'm sure within light of the fact that tomorrow we will go back to court, back to the Pietermaritzburg High Court, it remains to be seen whether those crowds are going to be congregating there, if support and former President Jacob's supporters and the ANC members will rally behind him once again and make their way to the PNB High Court tomorrow.
Thank you, and thank you for mentioning that. That will be a virtual handing down of the judgment again, but we will bring you those proceedings live. It's expected to be handed down at 11:30 tomorrow. The decision on Jacob Zuma's attempt to secure a stay of arrest from the Pietermaritzburg High Court, 11:30 tomorrow morning.